Hello, my name is Patrick. In this video, I'll be discussing on the subject I titled Resolving Employment and Ethics Challenges, um, which is the current issue my relatively new business is facing. And having discussed with my legal attorney, um, I have decided to research more on all of these challenges so that we can know the best way to resolve them and of course save ourselves um, some money based on the knowledge acquired. Domestic lawsuit for overtime is the first one that we are talking about. In response to the Great Depression of 1930, the Fair Labor Standard Act restricted working hours to 40 per week and stated that employees should be paid 150% overtime for every hour worked after the 40 hours. However, the Act provided exception to this overtime payment, um, such that employees who are in the categories of managers, those who require high level of intelligence to carry out their duty, um, salesmen and newspaper delivery agents, as well as farmers, are among those who are exempted from these overtime payments. Now, it is important to note that um, there are some legal violation to the payment of overtime, and some of these violations includes wrong classification, wrong calculation, and the refusal to calculate the time work. Um, Under wrong classification, we're looking at wrongly classifying employees as exempted, wrongly calculating hourly wages, and refusal to calculate all hours work. Now, for example, um, employee that is classified as a manager and exempted from receiving overtime payment on account of the title, whereas the same employee carry out the same line of duty as those is managing, and cannot be a justified reason to exempt such employee from overtime payment. Also, not taking into account the time spent on wearing protective kits and time spent on transit when going to work is also part of the violation to this overtime payment. The next one we are looking at uh, among the challenges the business is currently facing is that of unfair labor practices. The National Labor Relation Act provides the list of every action that could be seen or perceived as infringement on employees' labor rights. And some of these actions include interference, restraint, and coercion, retaliatory discharge, wage and hour violation, employment discrimination, safety violation, unlawful termination. Um, for example, retaliatory discharge could happen in the form of organization firing employee because the employee has a complaint against the company. Um, Sometimes unlawful employment discrimination in terms of gender, ethnicity, and all of that. All of these actions are not allowed. with respect to the unfair labor practice. And so we will look at the legal ramification um, for this practice. Now, the legal ramification is any employer that is found guilty of all of the um, listed infringements will have the opportunity to um, go through the available remedies such as back pay and reinstatement for wrongful dismissal. Such employer could be asked to publish notice of guilt by informing all of the employees that um, the company has been found guilty um, of unfair labor practice. Um, Even though the National Labor Relation Board does not um, have the authority to inflict punitive measure on hiring organization, yet um, on some serious instances, organization um, could face charges such as contempt of court, and sometimes criminal penalties can also be applied, which could be as high as jail terms for the business executive and all of that. Moving on, the other challenges the business is also facing is in the aspect of my friends who provided loans to the business in view of the fact that the business has a litigation regarding unfair labor practice and overtime payment from both branches. They are now asking for early repayment of the loan as against the 10 years tenure before. They are asking that this loan be repaid back earlier than expected, which is in line with the fact that they are now afraid that the business may not be able to pay. Uh, the legal ramification to this is the fact that they have the right, considering the fact that the loan is under on demand category, which means the lender has the right to sort of demand for the loan when they feel like, um, provided this is stated in the agreement um, that covers the loan. So, um, this in order to resolve this issue uh, and to ensure that the relationship that existed between both parties continue to flourish, um, my intention is to reach out to my friends and consider the agreements that we both had initially and plead that they honor the agreements by assuring them that the business will overcome all of the current challenges and to also let them know that the business is still in good position and we are doing everything possible to resolve all outstanding payment to them. Um, yes, these are some of the things that I will ensure to do, and in ensuring that this early repayment does not affect uh, our relationship and the growth of the business. Ethical issues among employees. Um, these are very crucial issue. They in line of the challenges that we have been experiencing in recent time. We have decided to ensure that we work on our ethical standard to ensure that we conduct all of our business activities um, with the best ethical practices. We will ensure that unfairness and all of that is not tolerated in our business environment. We will ensure to adopt standard business ethics by being honest, fair, and equality among all of our staffs. Um, the role of ethic and lawsuit on the business. Yes, we understand that this not complying to ethical standard could damage the business reputation and ultimately destroy the business. And so, therefore, we will ensure that we prevent um, um, whatever reputational damage that can ensue from this challenge. Um, Moving forward, we'll ensure that we develop new business ethics that all of our staffs and management will strictly adhere to. Will be more reliable and will ensure we build trust uh, among our staffs and clients. We will create more values for our employees such that everybody sees the business as something that they can really trust. We'll ensure to build better relationship among our staffs across board and better relationship among all of our clients and other stakeholders. So all of this we will ensure to do, and we believe that the challenges that is currently facing the business will enable the business to reposition itself in terms of business process. We will ensure that um, we are more transparent in our business activities and we adhere to strong ethical standard. Um, we will ensure to be mindful of um, every payment that is due to our employees. We will ensure these payments are remitted uh, as at when due. We believe that this challenge will surely help us to reposition our business for future growth, and as we take advantage of it to polish ourselves, we strongly believe that we will come back and will come out stronger than ever before as an organization. Thank you once again. Bye. So all of these references were used to prepare this presentation, and I hope that I've been able to satisfy the project requirement. Thank you.